King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Indeed, indeed. Oh man. Welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host. Oops, great. In a little bit of pain, but we gonna push through it. We're gonna push through it today. I'm gonna get my mic together. There. All right, there. Look a little bit better. It looked a little weird. Anywho. Appreciate y'all pulling for another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. Please like, comment, subscribe. Helps me take care of the YouTube police. So while we smoking like we about to do, or drinking like we do from time to time, or just talking about this hip hop thing, they're not in our business. No different than if you kicking it at the house. Somebody coming knocking at the door while you're trying to get your groove on, while you're trying to kick it, mess up the vibe. Same thing. So if y'all could take care of that business for me, I definitely appreciate it. But nothing better than some new information. I know we all tired of talking about Drake, hearing about Drake. So I wanted to I tried to find something as best I could that's a little off of Drake specifically. It will be about Kendrick, but it's like a new detail. I know we, as fans, we have a tendency to want to know everything. Not necessarily always in our best interest to know everything, but you know, we be wanting to know everything. So I found a clip that I wanted to bring to y'all attention. Speed up the pace just a little bit on the video though. There we go. So that way it don't take too long. But Glasses Malone, No Ceilings Podcast by Glasses Malone. I think he changed the name of his channel. Has some interesting information on Kendrick Lamar's actual contract. You know, they were talking about the contract and it being sent redacted and all this other stuff, but he has some cool information that I don't think everybody knows. So we're gonna tap into that. We're gonna smoke it. We're gonna tap into that. Oh man, let me get the screen share. I already got the ears on. Get the screen share. Bam, there we go. Again, this is the No Ceilings Podcast by Glasses Malone. Excuse me. Let's have a look.
That's the point. So upon all this request, right, and paperwork, Kendrick's contract was sent to the court.
Redaction.
And he signed his contract April 27th.
Okay.
And the conspiracy theories are flying. At least this is what's online. Now, I could have asked Dot, yeah, you signed your contract. I could have went and got details and asked questions, but that's just lame. So I don't want to ask my
on some real, you know what? Because I ain't putting up time in to say what I talk the way I normally would talk. But Glasses should be commended for not going to Dot and ask him questions about his contract. Because at the end of the day, something that men don't do, which is part of what makes this lawsuit shameful as it is on Drake's part. Men don't pocket watch other men. That is a do not do since the beginning of time. As long as I've been alive, even when I was a little kid, I knew not to ask about money to my granddad. You don't do that. I can go ask Gran about some money, and Gran is Gran. She gonna show some love, but granddad wasn't with me. Why you in my pockets? You feel me? I just wanted to point that out because I know some of y'all don't know that that's like as a man, that's a do not do. You don't check another man's pocket.
Let's do the think piece. Let's do the think.
But I tell you one thing, them 17 days make sense. You ain't finna get this. This ain't free. This ain't free. You remember from that time to that time, we wonder what's taking him so long. And he telling me, he like, man, I got it done. I'm like, I'm thinking, okay, it would come out when it come out. I'm thinking he just waiting his time and this shit.
Think about it, what he's saying, because I want to make sure everybody able to follow the story, because I want to keep this as short as possible. During that, when it started, you know, we were all sitting like, damn, what that doing? Ain't taking forever. The songs ain't coming out. Day 4, day 5, day 7, day 8. Like, wow, where's Dot? According to Glasses, he knew straight up. The song was already done. Euphoria was done. It been ready. But why didn't he drop it? We're about to find out.
Oh, no, the paper was signed. So shout out to the owls that seem to believe, well, the things that are redacted, those are supposed to be personal information. I can guarantee you something. I can guarantee it. I will put money on it. I will do a favor for you. I give everybody $100 in here.
No.
If they mention the battle in that fucking contract. When all the redacted things come back, they're not going to mention no battle. That ain't no fucking contract. That ain't something they would put. Interscope wouldn't put that in no contract. That's not how this thing works.
What do you think happened?
They thought the label was like, well, if you do this battle with Drake, remember, because the first song doesn't come out. The first song is with Future's company, with Future Company.
Okay, like that.
Right? So Future Company put it out. So that launches the battle.
That was
Remember, he's out of his contract. Remember, the contract, the last project was Mr. Morale.
Yeah.
So they dropped the single like that.
So if you're keeping track, because I want to make sure everybody keeping track, after Mr. Morale, Kendrick essentially a free agent. He out here. So while in that process of being free, he does it like that, which was fire.
That's on Future and Metro situation. That goes up and it's number 1. Imagine the negotiation power he came into Interscope with at that point to do a deal.
It's time to negotiate.
It was crazy too. It was crazy too.
Think about that.
Crazy.
You out of a contract, you're a multi-platinum artist, and you got a number 1 song in the
it's
country.
time to talk. Now it's time to talk numbers. I ain't gonna wait till I'm not hot to come in here and do this.
Hey, I didn't even peep that. I get to negotiate my deal with the power of a strong catalog and the power of a number 1 record. You know what I'm saying? I got a number 1 song out here. People tuned. Let's be honest. We all tuned into that song for Dot. No disrespect to Future. I rock with Future. Let's be honest. We keep it a bean around here. We tuned in for Kendrick. Let's go.
That was crazy.
I'm on fire.
I'm so proud.
Let's talk
I want to
numbers.
call him right now.
Call him.
Call David Dave.
Call him.
Holy shit.
I'm about to eat real quick. I'll be right back. I'm at the lunch table. Excuse me, please.
Holy
What
shit.
picture should I put up? What picture should I put up right now?
And Drake knew it.
What picture should I put up?
Nah, because I don't want y'all to have no press. I don't want Doc getting no more press. Like, he's been doing such a great job, feel me, of not entertaining it through talk. I don't want to mess that up. And I don't want him to feel like I'm pressuring him to talk to me about it. I'm going to definitely talk to him, but I don't want to talk to him.
Shout out to Glasses again, man. That's a solid homie. Don't put your homie in a situation to where he might have an answer for something later down the line to help you out or bring something to you. Nah, you got it, bro. Because what he about to say, I 100% believe in.
About that, I'll figure out something else. When I have the right story, I'll talk to Dot about that. But I don't want to talk about this. It's so much better when he doesn't say nothing. Like, I think that shit is fucking great.
Definitely is.
Love the fact that he ain't said nothing. That shit is fucking his shit. So if I call him, he is gonna answer, and I'm gonna tell him I'm on live. And And that's
Nah,
something
you can't do that. You
told
can't
him.
do that. You can't do that.
That's
You can't do
whack,
that.
cuz I don't want to do that punk
You
shit.
can't do that. You can't do that.
Right? I love this ominous presence because of him not saying nothing. That shit fire.
Hey, it plays so well into that whole Boogeyman thing. I'm telling you.
Mystique is so
That
crazy.
shit fire.
Mystique
He ain't said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Drake talking about it in every record. He ain't said nothing. But
You ain't even
Trip,
seen him.
he walked into his new negotiation with the #1 record in the country. Holy shit.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. I didn't know that. I don't know how many of y'all knew that. I didn't know that. Think about that. Because, you know, this whole thing with Drake, the huffing on Drake's side is, yo, you cost me money. I was about to negotiate a new deal. You know, everybody threw these big numbers out there, 500, 600, 700, 800 million dollars. I heard some retard like, they about to give him $1 billion lifetime deal. Shut up. Billion damn dollars. Think so. He trying to work. You know, he need one more. Drake need one more album to satisfy whatever deal it is he got to satisfy. Cause we ain't about to go through all the minutia. So that made me wonder off rip, like who takes a battle, right? My initial thought was like, who takes a battle when you're trying to get some money? We trying to get the money. And I ain't a Drake fan, but I want everybody to get their money. Get your money. Because you never know when you can't get it no more. You know what I'm saying? But then to find out, Kendrick knew, we all know Kendrick Petty. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was about to do, what he was about to start when he did like that. We're not going to be naive. We're not going to be naive. On the strength of that, he took that. I don't know if do y'all want to call it a battle song? That's a question we'll put out there. Do y'all consider like that a diss, like a, is it a diss record? Let's figure that out. Can we really get a gauge on that? Is that a diss record? Because that means that man took a diss record that turned out to be a #1 record and leveraged the deal out of it. So then wouldn't that make, it makes me, I don't know if it will make y'all, but it did. I'm at a point where I have to ask, well, why couldn't Drake do the same thing? Or maybe that was Drake's idea. Maybe that's what Drake was thinking. Hey, Kendrick shot that song out here at me, and then nice Interscope deal. Okay, cool. Maybe I could take one of my little junks and say, look what I did. Drop it on the table. See that? Fire. Battling. Chopping heads off. Let me get a deal. But then it didn't work. The deal, the money, the whatever he was searching for didn't come to fruition. And now because I'm trying to gain some kind of rationale to understand. Drake is like the biggest mystery to me. I can't understand this dude for nothing. Nothing about him makes sense to me. So getting off of Drake, speaking just on the Kendrick part. y'all remember that space, right? We were like that space where we were waiting on that Kendrick response. And like we just seen, we were just heard. In that space, in that time, Kendrick was lining up, putting pen to paper on the Interscope deal. Now, with that new information, if it's new to you, because some of y'all might have already knew, but if it's new to you, how does that information make you feel about that space? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, we were really on like, hey, it's too much time going by. You're supposed to respond within this amount of time or whatever. Do y'all still have that same view or stance? Because now we know he was actually dotting I's and crossing T's. And then once that was done, the war began. Let me know what y'all think. How does that affect the way you look at that time frame a little bit? I didn't know he was working on the deal during that time. I don't know. That pocket watching. Do not do. But let me know what y'all think about that little bit of information. Kendrick was taking care of business, getting the contract, squared away. At least according to Glasses, according to the paperwork, the date that's on that paperwork points that was the case. So let me know what y'all think about that. That was a cool little tidbit, without getting too much into the money, because that ain't my business. I don't be wanting no people money. But I'm Oops Great. This is Kush Equilibrium. Appreciate y'all pulling the folk. Like I said, it was gonna be a quick little smoke break. I just found that interesting. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Gotta take care of the YouTube police. Keep them up off our back while we in here smoking. If you want to watch the rest of that video, it was a live. I want to say it was about an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. It was about that long. It's gonna be linked in the description. But let me know what you think.